my door. Welcome, my name is Zelnus, or Zelnus TV, and we are off already. So we're going to be in Lint's house. We just got a arrow upgrade, in fact. I mean, pretty much the most useless thing that you can find in this game. I guess actually not upgrades are more useless. Don't worry, guys, this is like my third castle alone. It's my life. My life is forever alone, so it's all good. So we're gonna just see a tree pull from Makinx right here, and it is money. Ooh, I hope that Monoci checks that. Hopefully, if he doesn't, that's gonna feel really bad. Vanilla sprites on both sides, as pointed out by chat. Very interesting. Yep, he is gonna kill this guy right here. That is a heart piece, so nothing much in the uncle area. Okay. And now we're seeing, so they're doing, so what this route is called is dubbed the Uncle First route. It's a pretty interesting thing where you waste a bunch of time by going to Uncle without any weapons, so you don't get to do escape. And you didn't get there via a hand warp to Lint's house, so you didn't even get some extra money. That's my opinion on that strategy. It's not actually as bad as it seems. You get a lot of early items. Sometimes you get really lucky and you find a sword and you get to do all of the Hyrule Castle basement. But alas, our runners are not doing that. Hey, racers are checking the cave. Oh, and there's a medallion, and Makinx skips it. So Makinx is in the camp of not checking the cave to save about, I don't know, it's like probably 5 seconds-ish. No, I didn't see, well, it's not necessarily aggro. We don't know yet. I didn't even see which crystal it was. I don't know if somebody saw a swirly or not. Monoci is grabbing the piece of heart that's out of the way. Interesting. Oh, somebody did see this roll for Bombos. Nice. I had ESP and I could tell what it was without even paying attention. You can actually tell what all the if you're paying attention, which I wasn't paying super close attention because I looked back at Makin to see if he was going that way and he wasn't. You can actually tell them all by the bottom. You'll either have like a little point, and that will be ether. It'll have a swirl that will be obviously Bombos, and if it has nothing, it's probably Quake. So we'll see. So interesting thing that could occur here. Aga may end up being required for Bombos to enter Ice Palace. It's that seems like a rare occurrence. Oh, hammer and powder in the first chests? Okay. Well, that's interesting. I wonder where our next progression item is. Probably in another house here, but. They're finding lots of money. They're pretty rich, and if they need to fire, and a moon pearl. We only need the gauntlets now. So I may not be forever alone today, of all days. We're gonna momentarily have Herfy Durfy joining us. in this what's turning into a very interesting race. Yes, no, absolutely not what it says. All glory to the runners. The runners are who make all of this happen. And you guys too. Glory to you guys. And welcome, Herfy Durfy.
Yeah, hello there. How's it going? What have I missed?
Well, they found hammer and powder in chests right next to each other, and they already have the moon pearl. So we're gonna get to see a very, 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 very early powder.
Yeah, that's a super early bat. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's 5-minute and 50-second bat, and he bestows upon us the. That's a long cutscene. Just 3 bombs though. That's a long cutscene. Jeez, I did not realize how long that was.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's kind of like the walls that are opening. Those are the worst.
I mean, yeah. They all take the same length of time, oddly enough.
Yeah, in a race, it just always feels like it takes forever, and you're especially like,
oh, it does. It takes 14 seconds, so it's quite a while, actually. It's one of the reasons I think that people are like allergic to Meyer, because that cutscene is like bad.
Yeah, you want to kind of avoid that if you can.
You never can seem to avoid the cutscene just before Helmastar, though. You know, it seems like every seed you have to go to Pod.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say you're right. That Pod is. It's been forever since I've seen nothing at Pod.
Yeah, and even when there's nothing at Pod, you usually have to check it because you're like, well, there's 5 items. I have everything to beat it. I guess I'll do Pendant Pod.
Yeah, it's Pod.
So what you did, something you did miss is also Bombos is at the Lumberjack Cave.
Oh.
But only Monoci has the information on that. So I pointed out the very interesting. Oh, and Monoci's wasted a bomb. He has got lots of them, but just gonna save and quit here. Or really, really wanted that 20.
Well, I guess if you're already here, might as well take it.
I suppose. They have already checked Uncle. So
okay.
They started with them, then they both save and quit to Sanctuary, and Monoci has the information on Bombos now. It could lead to Ice Palace entry required by Bombos, which would be very difficult to like figure out in your brain.
Yeah, that could be a thing. That's true. Bombo's really the only medallion out of the 3 that has like another use like that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's tiny. It's vanilla-ish use. Its intended use by the game is to enter the palace. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Or not to enter it. Sorry, to beat it. You're kind of supposed to beat Cold Stare with it.
Yeah, and it's very handy if you have it. I mean, it removes the ice thing.
Oh, and we have the boots already. Okay, that's another little sign that maybe the Lumberjack Cave will be required a little bit more than we thought.
And just as I was going to complain about them finding the mushroom, the boots are right next.
At least finding an early mushroom is nice, because you can route that in with other thins if you have to.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you have to walk up to Zora or something, you can just put it there.
Wow!
Oh, that was very nice.
Yeah, holy crap. Steve's not really giving them access to many additional things, just things here and there, like Bonkrots they have access to now. Well, that's just one item in the corner somewhere. They have access to Mushroom, but that's in another corner. Like, not a very kind seed so far.
So thinking Makinx, since he's walking back out of here, I'm thinking he's gonna fake flipper up to Zora.
Probably with the boots, that's not gonna take too long to get back to.
Yeah, plus he has the moon pearl for the water walk stuff and the waterfall
And
fairy cave.
he has the 500 as well. That's gonna lead me to believe that he's gonna go straight to Zora, which with the boots and the fake flipper, you can just water walk across and water dash, I guess.
Yeah, it's really fast, and at least you get it out of the way. I mean, nobody likes going to Zora, but you never know.
Monoci not doing that.
Oh,
Gonna do escape first. Oh, got sniped during the.
He got sniped by that. Oh man, I've never seen anyone get hit by an arrow there.
It happened. It's actually like probably the most common way to die to that. I think it's not very common to die, especially in the main tournament. Funny thing is that when you're fake flipping, your shield is counted as like up, so that guy can't hit you if you have any shield.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I found that out like the other day. I was like, I basically clenched really hard because that arrow was flying at me, and then it just kind of tinked off. I was like, oh, well then.
That's funny.
Water walk is an interesting state.
But now both of our runners here deciding to go down the first part of escape. Not really pulling anything so far.
Oh, grabbing that bomb. I like it. You have 17,
yeah.
But you can never really go with too few.
Yeah, I mean, bombs are always good.
Some seeds, you end up using way more bombs than you ever thought was possible.
That's very true. Alright, let's see here. Last chest coming up. One pot and one hammer. Ooh, the silvers. That's a nice find. Alright, let's see where they decide to go now.
Sorry, I let you wait for a second to grab a snack, and there's the silvers.
Yep, hiding down there in Zelda cell.
Zelda, why weren't you able to... What?
Oh, that's an interesting water fake flipper setup, jeez.
Wow.
Bonking off that statue and then you're right there. That's cool.
Huh.
Oh, and oh man, that's good. So I guess no more fake flippers for Makinx.
Monoci's gonna feel very odd after that. We're gonna get that later, and he's just gonna be like, oh.
Oh, at least we know that it's not too much of a sequence break.
Makin's gonna find the bombos.
Oh yeah, that's good information for him. I also just want to assure everyone that I will be calling Makinx Making Eggs for the rest of this, because that's just what I see when I read his name. Alright, so now we're getting the official hobo check.
And a play from Eastern. To Eastern. Getting to bonk that wall instead is always nice. Oh, and the bow in Sashrila's hut. I bet we're gonna find Lantern in Eastern.
Oh, there's the power glove, so that's Dark World access.
That's a huge route change. Jeez.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if that will lead Makin away from Eastern into Hasrola's hut.
Probably.
It looks like he's swimming down to this little bridge here and maybe walking right up there. And I'm wrong.
He hasn't
Going
done
up to
Zora yet.
Zora.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Monoci just making sure that he's entering the Crystal Palace here.
So now the lamp can really be anywhere, so...
Yeah, that really opened up a whole lot. But I'd say, depending on what Monoci finds in here, that really... I don't know when he will go and check the bonk spots. I think it won't be too long, but... it'll kind of lead him away from it, I guess. And then after the flippers, he has to check Hobo. We'll see.
Oh! Oh! Macon is gonna check Eastern.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, with all that Dark World access, it is an interesting choice, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, he probably just wants to clear out the Light World as much as he can before he starts going through the Dark World. I feel like a bunch of runners do that.
Yeah, and maybe in this case he was planning to only check this, and then he's just gonna stumble upon this bow and be like, can't say no to that. Oh, there's the Fisher-Price shield, as it's called. Oh, what?
Okay, I guess we're not checking Eastern then.
Doesn't want a sequence break, maybe? Doesn't want to do, Oh, Macon has lost the... Oh no, he's... Never mind. Oh! He'd save and quit out. He couldn't figure out the dark room. Okay.
Okay, interesting. Interesting choice there, but sure, why not? You can always come back later. Looks like Megan is deciding to check Hype Cave for now. Let's see if for a change it can live up to its name. It's really been not good lately. And a good map check here. Swamp, Red Pendant, Turtle Rock, Blue Pendant. And I think Skull Woods was a Fairy Crystal?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm sure our tracker got it.
So let's see where Monoci goes. If he's gonna go to Flippers.
Are you serious with this cave?
Wow. Cave of Love. He had to
That
double
is-
check that the guy didn't have an item. Like, did I really just leave here with pieces of heart?
That was crazy.
We created a full heart. Makin is very indecisive today. Maybe it's the Lattice Sword that's kind of throwing these runners off. They have access to almost everything with almost no sword.
Yeah, I mean, at least they have the hammer, but the hitbox and everything, you know, you kind of want a sword eventually. And there go the gloves from Monoci, so he has Dark World access now. Oh, hello. And a fire rod.
Okay, so Monoci and Makin are pretty much tied now if they continue on the same route, with Makin being slightly ahead. Monoci having done a little bit more of Eastern.
Yeah, and that's really all that's cost him time so far, and I mean, since it's a crystal, they have to do Eastern anyway, so it's not really significant right now, I don't think.
I like that, making sure he digs up enough money because he wants to make sure he can pay for Kiki.
Oh man,
Okay.
that's a lot of dicks.
There we go.
There we go.
Saves and Quit is the obvious play. Probably the Sanctuary. Blue Mail is probably going to make them feel a little bit more confident in this swordless stuff, but this is starting to turn into a wand seed. Also, they proved me wrong again. No, it's not Sanctuary.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he thinks about Eastern now.
Oh, it looks like it. Maybe he's going to go to Pod, and he's just going to take this way.
Oh yeah, that could also be.
Mushroom, then. He had the flippers, so if this is where he's going, he probably should have gone from Sanctuary. Monochi making sure that the map check, he knows it, so he doesn't have to check it again. Making the decision, it looks like, to go to Pod.
Yeah, might be checking the pyramid first. Yeah, looks like it. Maybe he's going up to Quakefish, that's my guess here.
We just saw a race, if you've been watching races all of today, we just saw a race where somebody got screwed by not checking this pyramid right here. Kane and Samaria just sitting on the pyramid.
Again, something red, but this time they won't need it. Just 20 bucks.
Yeah, don't actually check Quakefish.
Yeah, I don't mind this. It's just an out-of-the-way location. If you can get it out of the way early, then why not?
Now, both these runners may be trying out weird things. Maybe this is almost an experimental, because neither of these runners can be eliminated from the tournament, but a loss here does mean that they have to place top 6 in the race on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and I think that they both really want to avoid that if they can.
Yeah, I mean, there are some tough racers that will be in that, or could be in that. I didn't see the results of Ben's match versus Pika Pals, but one of those two, whoever lost that match, is in that 32, and I don't think anybody wants to be in a big race versus those two.
So Quakefish also not worth it. Also worth mentioning, Monochi making it up there with only half a heart left. Green Mail and Dark World, this is rough. Pretty much everything that you touch will do 2 hearts of damage to you, and since the seed hasn't been too generous with the hearts, with maybe the exception of the Hype Cave. Alright, so Makinx is making it through Eastern now, while Monochi probably deciding to either check out Skull Woods or maybe Village of Outcasts. Okay, Monochi going up to Skullwoods first, believing in the meme.
I mean, is it really a meme if the stats are there to support it?
No, not really, I guess.
And
you make a good point.
It's not going to change anytime soon. They would have to do another complete overhaul of the logic for the Skullwoods to not be the right play to happen.
Though, to be fair, I have seen it burn some runners in the past.
It'll burn you. I mean, it is 45% of the chance. That is still 55% of the chance it's not. But it's the highest possibility of a dungeon having items, so...
Yeah, definitely. Compared to everything else, it's still a very good chance to go here.
And there's the hook shot, so...
Alright, theory proven.
Math is good, friends. Math is good.
And Makinx will show us the rest of EP here, it looks like.
Oh, and I think we're going to get to maybe... Is Monochi going to do hammer strats? Oh, please do hammer strats.
Well, he doesn't have the fire out yet because he didn't visit Stumpy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Making sure to pierce everything with the vampire steers.
Yeah, the silvers are real good. Normal arrows just stick into the Gibdos, but with the silvers, you can kill pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
Except Vitreous, who needs 2 silvers. That guy has way too much HP.
Yeah, 200 HP on Vitreous, and he has, I think, or at least it's more than 100.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure of the number myself, but it's just crazy.
He may as well have 200 health when it comes to silver arrows. Oh, 128. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's definitely too damn much if you have to do it with a Master Sword.
Yeah. And here's a silvers, Vitri, or Armos. And we got some more green goo.
Alright, green goo in our first crystal. It's 26 minutes and a couple seconds.
Not too bad for a first crystal. Could have been done earlier by Monoci, but he gave up.
Not a big deal. He's just clearing out the rest of Village of Outcasts now. Gonna check the chest game and then probably dip his toes in a Thieves' Town, I'd guess.
I believe that is actually how much it takes. Yeah, it's 32. It would be 64 with a sword, but you can't actually even damage him with that. So.
Oh, and Makinx checking the back of Escape. That'll be interesting.
Oh, and the book!
Alright, we're illiterate now.
And that gives access to Green Pendant. I think. Nope.
No, you're right.
Oh! Sorry, I couldn't tell. No, yeah, that is Green Pendant.
Could be an interesting choice. Maybe after they find the flute, assuming they ever get to. But I mean, with Misery Mire being required, they probably will.
I mean, I had a non-entrance randomizer make me fight Vitreous with just a sword. In the tournament. So it's not unlikely, or it is unlikely, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, sometimes it really depends on what the seed gives you, especially in open mode. Alright, so far Thieves' Town not really yielding anything great. Looks like Makinx now making his way up to... nope, he wants to go into Village of Outcasts first. Gonna be skipping out on his hookshot for a while here. You pay $30 to get $20 back. That's a bad deal.
I mean, it is a gambling game.
Yeah, very true.
You usually lose all your money when you're just doing a regular speedrun of this, and then you have to press, and you just hit your console, maybe throw it across the room. Those guys died of that?
Yep, you can insta-kill those guys with the hookshot. You didn't know that?
No.
It's really helpful, especially in green mail. Everyone hates these guys.
Or, you know, when you don't have any weapon whatsoever.
Yeah, that also helps. I will want to hammer these guys for sure.
I've watched so many races and so many runners, and I've never seen anybody hookshot them. So, I don't know how. Hundreds of hours later, you still learn things in this game.
Yeah, if there's something to learn, Rando is definitely the place. With all the different item combinations you'll have to do things with.
Yeah, Hoodshot has a lot of interesting uses in this game, but actually in the speedrun, because of all the minor glitches you can do, it actually sees a little bit less use across pretty much every category. Because you get it so late, you usually do swap second to last.
Yeah, that's a very late hookshot in the vanilla game.
Mm-hmm. And in the vanilla game, no speedrun tricks. You get it very early, actually. But oh, there's the first sword right before you need it. Wow, this is exactly where you want to see your sword.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, hammer blind definitely possible, but if you have a sword, it's just so much more convenient. Gets bodied a little bit there, unfortunately.
You know, Blight seems like a better name for him. I may have to start calling him that. Thank you, chat person who misspelled.
Alright, gets him down. Gets him mad for his troubles and his first crystal.
Luckily, they don't have to leave this with any loose squares.
Yeah, very true. And as Chad is pointing out, after Makinx finds his sword in here, he'll be able to finish Skull Woods if he wants. So he also has the fire rod already, which Monoci seems to be on his way to right now.
Yep.
Also gonna grab his blue mail after a million digs. I think it was like 30, the max it can be.
If you ever have trouble with blind because it goes off the rails because you can't make the actual trick work, there's a casual strat that's not too slow called left side. You just have to basically pretend that you and blind are mirroring each other. You're on the left wall and he's on the top wall, and you can just keep you go down as he goes to the right, and you'll always get him, and he will very rarely hit you. Oh,
Right.
He didn't check.
Oh, he didn't check?
No, he saved and quit after dids.
No, he got it.
Oh, he did? No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he saved and quit after dids.
No, he got his blue mail.
Yeah, but that blue mail was at.
Oh, Stumpy, you mean? I'm an idiot, yeah.
He saved and quit at dids and skipped Stumpy.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, he doesn't really super need the fire rod right now, but I hope it's not something he forgets about.
Oh, it would have been really useful for what he's doing right now.
That is very true, yeah.
Uh-oh, and he dashed. Oh, no, Rat was just chilling up in the corner, I think. Yep. No, that's a huge mistake, I think. That's unfortunate. No, thief, don't steal my stuff. Stay away.
Just a blue rupee up on Bumper Cave. Oh, there's a red rupee in the dark.
You can see that item. No mysterious Titans myths.
Alright, now Makinx is making his way into Skull Woods. He'll be able to finish that, as we said earlier. And I think Monoci might be misled to desert right now.
And he gets his hood shot.
I'm gonna be happy about that.
Yeah. See, this is another place you could use that fire rod.
Yeah, he's making all the plays where the fire rod would actually be really useful to him.
Hopefully he finds the lamp to keep this interest in. Because Makin could start running away with this, because with fire rod you can do pod fairly easily. Oh man, those dice take a lot of fighter sword hits.
At least Monoci already has the boot, so he won't be locked out like that. But he definitely can't finish desert.
Oh, what was that? I couldn't tell. We moved by it so quickly.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Sorry, I was paying attention to Makinx.
Yeah, help us.
Bloomerang. Okay.
Yeah, it was like tall and blue and skinny, but it didn't look dark enough blue to be a crystal, so that made sense. Rupee, I mean.
Oh man, Makinx needs to kill that Gib though. Yeah, okay. Grumps hard here. He needs some magic because...
He has 2 green potions, so...
Very true.
Maybe that's his reasoning. Doing this. He did green potion, that's gonna give him like quite a bit, so we'll see. I would think it would be a good idea to, but he's gonna try to hammer. Nope. He's gonna try a fire rod at first. It's 8 fire rod shots, but only 4 hammer shots.
Yeah, with 2 green potions, I would probably just stick to the fire rod.
3. 4? 5? So like part of the thing is the way that the fire lingers, even when he's in the corner, he'll bounce right back off of the spikes and then still hit the fire on the way back.
Oh, half magic, very nice.
Half magic off of the guy you want half magic for. Seems okay.
Yeah, so far the desert play is not paying off at all. See if the big chest says anything, and if it doesn't, then Monoci needs to go check Stumpy, I'd say.
Yeah, Makin, wonder where he's gonna go. Pod looks like the right play right now, but looks like Makin is gonna check desert because he can complete it. So that seems reasonable. Monoci's leaving the dungeon, but I'm not sure why.
Well, he's checked everything he can in here.
But where is he going to go from here that a save input wouldn't get him to? I hope he doesn't forget he has... Is he grabbing the Bloomerang? Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, sure. Bloomerang's not the worst. I mean, he does have a sword right now.
So I think we know from what they found in the big chest and what Monoci found on the right side that Lamb Mola has to have an item, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there's one of them.
Makinx is ahead by a bit. Not insurmountable, but Monoci almost left that spot like he forgot about it, which is always a sinking feeling as a commentator. I never want to see seeds like that happen. Unless both runners do, then it's totally okay.
Yeah, the fire round is making all the difference right now, really. And it's also a little bit hurtful to Monoci's time that he quit out of Eastern instead of trying to finish it with the Dark Room.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, as you say, it's definitely not insurmountable.
And I'd be really curious to know if these runners are racing like very stressfully, like, oh my goodness, I have to win this. I don't think I can win that 32-person race. Or if they're just playing like, it'll be nice, but you know what? I can win that 32-person race. This is fine. At least I got another chance if something goes wrong.
Well, personally, I don't really know both of these runners very much, except for what I've seen from them in the tournament so far. Yeah. And my personal guess is that they're probably both pretty nervous about this race, because they don't, you really want to avoid that tiebreaker match. Fire was at Stumpy. And to answer questions from chat, the 32-person race is the race that everyone who is 3-3 after this round ends gets put into.
And the way that, go
ahead.
Okay.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, and the way that works is in Swiss, it is always going to be 32 people. It's just the way that Swiss works. So the top 6 in that race, regardless of anything to do with the seed, just one more race, you have one last chance, and you get in. Only 6 people did in. There'll be one is inserted into 6 of the groups. And then we go back to normal until many tie breaks in the group stage.
Alright, well, we explained that. Monoci did get his fire rod from Stumpy, so that's very good. That means he can start catching up a little bit.
Well, now you've got a green pendant. That's interesting. You can do that on your way to pod. Yeah, I think the plan is like the qualifiers, although I have ideas on how we can get more than that on, but it's going to require a lot of people. I don't know if we got that many people.
But yeah, and it's probably going to be a little hard to see.
Yeah,
more than 4.
Although I personally think it would be kind of cool if there were like two streams of like 16 people or 4 streams of 8. Just go in that were just no commentary, just raw feeds. Maybe with the speed game and commentary over it, just for the 4 streams. I think that would be cool to see for archival purposes.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
But right now we're seeing Monoci got his fire rod finally. Might be feeling a little bit behind after not going to Stumpy.
Yeah, it definitely can't feel good. I mean, he was right there and decided not to check him earlier.
Try to combine that with Shovel Spot, maybe, but that's like 2 items he doesn't have. And now we're going to see Makin go up to... Either of these runners want to go to Pod, but Pod probably has the lamp, to be honest. They also have to have that sinking feeling in the bottom of their stomach that they are looking for a Master Sword just for Bombos, which is not required right now for entry into the Ice Palace, because they have the Fire Rod, but it could be required for Meyer. Even worse, it could be required for Pendant Turtle Rot to get the pedestal, which actually has Mesri Meyer.
Oh, that would be terrible. I mean, we could get a pedestal check since they have the book, but they don't have a mirror yet. So it's not really convenient for them to go from Skullwoods back to the pedestal. And since they both, well, one of them has already finished Skullwoods, one of them is about to, they really have no reason to come back here, so we might not even get a pedestal check for quite a while. Okay, so Makinx is doing a little bit of a sequence break here, making his way up Death Mountain because he doesn't have a lamp yet, but he can definitely finish off Hera with the equipment that he has. There goes the third crystal from Monoci. Also having no real problems with Mothula. Getting trolled a little bit more, but no problem. Ooh, a bug net. Definitely required.
But the flute, so that reduces where the lantern can be.
Yeah.
I really think it's gonna be in like the first 3 casts a pod, I think.
Yeah, that makes it kind of interesting with the flute up here, because you're definitely not supposed to get that before the lamp.
Yeah.
Since you
playing...
need...
No, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, since you need the lamp to even get up here, you would be expected to find it before getting the flute, so I'm wondering... I mean, with all the Dark World access that they have, pod sounds, yeah, might as well.
Just a little piece of love on that tablet. Because you can read those tablets but not use them if you have a fighter sword.
Yeah, good information to have if you need to come back here later or not. Now Monoci is also on his way to finish up Desert Palace. I'm curious to see if he will turn in his green pendant right away.
Okay, so we're seeing Desert again. Now we're going to see Hera, which is a sequence break, but getting a crystal done, that is more important than anything.
Yeah, and a Fairy Crystal too, if she comes into play. I mean, with the flute now, he technically has access to Meyer, even though he has, like, no medallions.
It would be nice to get that information once... He doesn't actually have access to it yet. He does need his Titan's Mitts.
Oh, that's very true, of course.
But once he gets those, that's probably should be the first thing that either of these runners check is Misery Meyer as soon as they can. You know, that's pretty important information.
Yeah, you just want to know what you need to look for.
You need to know if you're doing Adrenum this seed.
Yep, that too. Alright, let's see if the basement will be required here. Oh, but not before Makinx gets trolled.
Oh, trolled arm. Ooh! Spooky. Double spooky. Come on, it's on Halloween today.
Yeah, please be careful there. This worm guy. Okay, there we go. And the basement is required.
Oh!
Oh no! And oh, Sahasrara has the lamp for the green pendant.
So I'll count this as Makinx has not sequence broken. Yes, he has, but he did everything he was supposed to. So it's not like that flute is like out of the range of possibility for what the seed wanted, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's not like he got that lamp and now he could be sent in all these different directions and like Myers sheds in a hat. Like, no, he just has to. He'll eventually go with Chet Sashrilla.
I think what you said earlier is right, that he will go to pot after this, but I think he'll probably check Sahasrara first.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Well, he could save it to flute, so to 5. So I don't know. Sorry, he can flute to 5 after he goes to the village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody in chat is pointing out that this is his 3rd double dip.
Yeah, Monoci can't be happy about that at all. He's probably kicking himself a little bit.
Probably thinking the seed's like super trolly, and then it's where somebody else in the race is like, actually, I didn't double dip ever.
Yeah, it's just the way he routed it, it turned out like this.
Yeah, that person in chat's usually like Ben or Christos, and you just go, shut up.
Very true.
So leaving the normal way, I guess, yeah, he has to check the top of the mountain, I think. He hasn't actually checked Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, no, he's probably gonna go there right now.
Spiral Cave, I guess. Maybe he did check them.
Yeah, I don't remember if he did. He probably saw it when he walked over to do the tablet check. But Spiral Cave is a good choice now.
Maybe he finds Titans and he can continue his journey on the mountain.
I was just thinking that. The best thing he could find here is the Titans beds.
There's still a lot of race left. We don't have any medallions, and we know where one is. And they have access to it. Actually, don't, because they haven't Master Sword yet. And Pedestal can really only hold a medallion for like trolling purposes.
Monoci grabbing some safety arrows here for make sure that he has enough. But with the silvers, he really only needs 6 or 7. Alright, there's the green goo for him. Well, we get a swag duck on Makinx side.
Please show your Sway Debts every time they play the flute. That'll be the only way that I will be appeased. So Mackin is checking the top. I guess he didn't check it.
Yeah,
Really
maybe,
wanted that flute.
Maybe he just wants to get the inside of Spectacle Cave out of the way here to be done with the light world side of this.
Nope. Just money. Shovel unped for Master Sword to do Adenum to get the Bombos Medallion to get into Turtle Rock to get Ether Medallion to get into Mire. That's the real troll, chat.
Alright, and it looks like both of our runners are probably on their way to pod. Makinx might be checking the pyramid first. Yeah, he definitely is.
Makinx getting disappointed by the pyramid. Monoci making the, I think, the exact right play with what he has.
Yeah, I mean, especially with that lamp now, you don't have to worry about any of the dark rooms in here. They do have the bow, they have the hammer, they can basically do everything here. From what we've seen from Makinx, I don't think he has any trouble doing the dark rooms here, and he obviously also doesn't mind sequence breaking, but he might want to have that lamp anyways, sooner rather than later.
That will make Meyer significantly easier, or for most people, doable.
Yeah. Those dark rooms.
Yeah, one of these days I'll learn that dark room.
Oh, I've just settled with the fact that I gotta look for the lamp. I'm hopeless in dark rooms. Except for, like, that old man cave and Eastern Palace, I'm no good.
Meyer's the only one I can't do, and I don't think I'll ever be able to.
You know, I just noticed we have a really, like, pretty big hearts difference here on both of our runners. It's like 3 hearts, right? At least. Oh, it's like 4 hearts. Alright, and I was just talking about it, but now he grabs his lamp, so no big deal. I'm sure that will also lead him to pod now. Yep, and he's flew into 5. And hammer down those pegs. Monoci having a little bit of trouble here with these turtles. Man, I hate these guys saying it feels like it depends on the phase of the moon if they turn over or if they take damage from your hammer hit.
Yeah, it's just the hitbox of the hammer being super weird, and then they are not strictly affected by the actual hammer hitbox. It's like a different hitbox that specifically is there to flip them. It's weird. At least Helmasaur doesn't have any weird physics or lag or any oddities about his fight, right?
No, he's perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. It's especially never laggy.
Oh. See, there was no lag there. Nor the whole part when he, like, shot out the fireballs and the game went to 3 FPS. And just the nachos.
Alright, and that's another crystal here. That's crystal number 1, 2, 3, 4. So for now we have crystal parity, at least what the numbers are concerned.
Monoci going to finish the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, I was pretty sure he didn't.
Yeah, I was thinking he was pretty quick through here, but I didn't quite realize that he skipped the front half.
He skipped pretty much everything. He just went straight to the right side and finished it. That's a pretty interesting route. It's a nice little mirror, I mean. I won't say otherwise. It's an interesting way to mirror through the dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. Grabs a whole bunch of keys.
Pretty much how this dungeon works for now. For now. ALTTP 27 is going to change this dungeon pretty drastically.
Yeah, so I hear. I really don't know any details, but I'm excited.
Long story short, the first it will not I'll not be looking at it. It may lock you out of the right side sometimes. Just those two chests, if they're keys. Pretty much right now it will refuse you to, but it sounds like maybe that's the change that's happening. Not 100% sure, but it's changing.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I know that they're gonna fix the bow problem, where the bow can only show up in 3 specific chests in here.
Yep, and they're also gonna fix the problem where it's actually impossible for like the vanilla dungeon to generate in the logic. Mirror! Chat's very happy about finding the mirror. Wonder why.
Oh, and Titansmiths, what the?
Wait. Oh, he did get the lamp on his way here. My bad. I was like, how does he have a light? So much fire. Oh, and
there.
The Titans too!
Yeah. Makinx just grabbing the last item here, mirroring right out with that newfound mirror. So he's going to be finishing this up a little bit later, but he grabbed all the items first, so I'm sure he's happy about that.
Yeah, if he's keeping track, he'll skip this left side. He was thinking about that in his mind while he danced with the turtles, what was left. And he realized that with this one key, he doesn't have to do anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that was me this time, I think. Which is, again, my bad. I've been up since that restream at like 7:30 a.m. Craziest race I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was a really early one.
I was barely conscious for that one.
Oh, and Monoci immediately going to Ice Palace here. Not a bad play. He really does need to get up to Death Mountain sooner rather than later, though, for all the good flute stuff.
So Ice Palace is an interesting way to go about what the seat's telling you. They still don't have Master Sword. And he didn't check Meyer area. Which is, I think that the first thing you'd want to do...
Well, Monoci needs to go up to Death Mountain first to grab his flute, so that's why he went to Ice Palace. I guess he's saving Death Mountain. He can now with his lamp, and it won't even be a sequence break anymore, so I'm sure he'll go there sooner rather than later. Very nice Helmasaur fight here from Makinx. Oh, there we go. Just as I say it, commentator scars, huh?
Flute? Yes. TR needs bombos. Flute on Ped. Yes, this makes complete sense.
Wait, what?
I'm just read a chat comment. Chat, please never ever change. I'd be very sad. The logic always gives you master before IP boss. Absolutely not. Because the boss can be killed with without a sword, actually.
Yep, if you have enough magic and good aim with your fire rod, you won't need anything else.
On top of that, the fire rod plus the hammer is more than enough. The hammer is required to enter the boss, so the boss doesn't even have any special, like, logic. Oh, there's the Master Sword.
Very nice find.
Adja is not required yet. We don't know where that ether is. Or what was it? Was it ether? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say it's not required. We might need to dip into Turtle Rock for ether.
Yeah, you never know what that pendant turtle rock is hiding. There's a lot of chests in there. So far, I don't think this Ice Palace play has really paid off for Monoci. I mean, he will get a crystal at the end, so it's better than nothing, but he'd probably really like to find some progression in here.
I mean, as long as he gets it done. Although, yeah, you're right. It would be nice for there to be progression. Is Makinx checking? He's gonna check Dark World, I guess, and then we're gonna get to find out what Turtle Rock's pendant is. This is the biggest question of the seed right now. Is that Bombos required to beat the game? And yes, Turtle Rock is not Bombo. It's not required to beat the game, but it is for pedestal, and that's where the weirdness comes from.
Going to be interesting to see here. Also, quite a couple items to pick up on the way, with Hookshire Cave available and everything. Alright, I blinked and I missed it.
We haven't seen any. Yeah, I did miss it as well. Wavy card.
Oh, it's
clock.
quick, apparently.
Oh, well. Bye, Adja.
No anger required. Got a Cape of Burna here in Ice Palace so far, not really too fancy a find. There's Quick!
Oh, that's interesting. Is he gonna check it? Because all he needs is ether for go mode. And Kane. Oh, he doesn't have Kane. He can't check it. Never mind.
He could open it if he really wanted to, but I don't think he wants to.
He's gonna check Ice Palace.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crystal. Why not?
This does give Monoci a chance to catch up while he does this.
Okay, I just realized, did Monoci leave Ice Palace? Like, did he not finish it?
Have. Man, he's...
Well,
Oh?
I'm confused.
Tracker, you're supposed to help us. We're just stupid 04 players.
Oh, he failed the bomb jump and then didn't clear it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Needed the bomb jump or wasted a lot of time. That's made sense. I remember seeing him miss the bomb jump.
Alright, that's gonna be another unfortunate double dip for Monoci later on.
Worst case scenario, Tina Samaria is on Cold Stare. It's pretty much the worst case scenario of all time for a lot of runners.
Well, as our track is pointing out in chat, if it was really locked, if you wasted a key, then Cold Stare must have a key.
Yep. Which would be that the rest of the items were not Kane.
Monoci gonna be picking up a lot of love and his flute. So I'm sure he'll be making his way to the mire area as well. Gonna be picking up the Master Sword. And right back to the Dark World we go. So far, Makinx really not having trouble with Ice Palace. Just making his way through here, picking up a blue rupee as we saw earlier on Monoci's side. Nothing to write home about. I think this was a small key, yep. And now Monoci is going to be picking up his Quake. So Monoci now also knows that Quake is required for Turtle Rock. Obviously he also doesn't want to go there, but we'll have to see. Makinx meanwhile making his way through the rest of Ice Palace. Might be heading to the boss now.
Hello, everyone.
Oh hey, welcome back.
So, did I miss anything? We have a flute
No.
mana. He hasn't done Hera. Hopefully, he doesn't forget Hera.
No, I think he's on his way there right now.
Hey, he has mirrors, so you can do it this way if he wants.
And Makinx has just been making his way through Ice Palace, finding the blue rupee and nothing of importance otherwise. And he's gonna go and kill Coldster now, it looks like.
Hey, this is a moment of truth. Coldster has something. That's gonna be a big deal for Monoci. It's gonna be Canis Meyer. This is where he responds in chat, and he's like, "Impossible Ice Palace." And then we have to remind him that that's not the vanilla way to beat Ice Palace. Ooh, doesn't get charged up fast enough.
Yeah, needs to use his fire rod there.
Alice
have
fight
to-
go all over the place.
Yeah, he's pretty safe on hearts though, I'd say, so...
Yeah. He has blue mail as well.
Should be fine. I mean, with the Master Sword, it's kind of annoying because they do take a lot of punishment, but look at that kill. Just a
them both
piece of
down.
heart.
Always nice to see it take them both down at the same time, because the fight feels a lot faster because there's less. Well, the fight's very laggy, so when there's only one on the stream, it feels a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where are we fluting to?
To 4 for some reason. What are they going to do here?
Well, I guess he'll do the blacksmith and maybe Gary's lunchbox, check the hammer packs, all that stuff. Now that they have the mids, a couple of things open up here. They also have all the mirror spots available to them, and King's Tomb, and...
Pedestal height? Kappa?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Nah, he's already in here. He would have just done it and then fluted away. Fortunately, both runners have already done Skullwoods, so...
Alright, so let's see what he can find here. What we still need is the Cane of Samaria and Ether to even get into... get into Misery Mire. And Ether could definitely be hiding in Pendant Turtle Rock. Ooh. That's almost vanilla, right?
Almost. It's like the same general area.
Yeah, good enough.
The one guy made the other sword, and yeah. And not vanilla at all.
Nope, that is definitely not something you will see in vanilla. And here we go. Purple chest in Tau. Probably gonna check the mirror spot down at the Grove, and then flute over to 7 and drop off that lunchbox. Oh, and we're getting a Spike Cave check here from Monoci. There's a red meringue. Just a piece of heart.
Gary's lunchbox could be the decider. Also check Balmo's tablet. Worst nightmare, you can chain this into Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp, definitely another possibility here with what we're still missing.
Yeah, they have the Quake, so it must be in the back of their mind right now. Like, this could be Pedestal. Ether and Samaria is all we need left for Go Mode. Nope, nothing in Bombos. Swamp is right over there. Is he gonna go there? No, he's gonna flute away.
Oh man. I think it would have been funny if Ether was on the Bombos tablet.
Get your pedestal hypes in chat, please. Pair them with your Shack tools. Because that guy's cool too. He deserves some love.
I like Shack Tool.
Yeah.
Alright, Pedestal, what you got for us? Monoci's finally gonna pick up his Master Sword in here.
And it is the Couch Cash!
Yay! We'll never see it again, the seed. Sorry, guys.
Bye! I have to say, Stab Z is the best addition to this, to Twitch right now, because seeing
That stabbing emote stab the pedestal when it's not alive is great. Pedestal hype stab Z. Okay.
What you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
In the ledge. We're running out of locations that aren't completely trolly.
Yeah, slowly but surely, we're running out of overworld locations for sure. So it's gonna be a pendant dungeon.
Oh, Monochi's going back to ice.
That is painful. At least, he'll be able to finish it relatively quickly, since he
Yeah.
doesn't have to check everything anymore.
But he won't have that tempered. Makin not doing the sway strat to open that door.
Oh, and there it is.
There's the big red cane. Turtle Rock is in play. Pedestal is out of play, though. So, we are just looking for the ether, folks. Has he really not checked escape yet? That's crazy.
I think he might just be checking the dark sewers here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He didn't have the lamp earlier, and I think he didn't want to do them in the dark, so he's just finishing up every overworld spot he can. Really doesn't want to dip into those big pendant dungeons. Both Swamp and Turtle Rock, if you have to full clear them, they're just long and annoying. How is Makinx making the Turtle Rock play? I guess he thinks with the cane he just found, that must be the right breadcrumb. I think if I had the choice, like he does right now, I would probably do Swamp over Turtle Rock, but I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. It's a gamble, I guess. Swamp Palace has 6 items. And Turtle Rock has, I believe, 5.
Okay, we're seeing the Turtle Rock not pull. Sorry, Turtle Rock play, because that is the cane. I for a second saw his inventory and thought I didn't see cane. Got very concerned. Avoiding Swamp Palace like the plague, which is common.
Alright, so let's see. He is definitely favoring Turtle Rock over Swamp. While Monochi also doing the cold stare fight here. Gets one of the puffs down. Needs to be a little bit careful, but still good on hearts. Well. No, he definitely needs to be careful. Ooh! Oh, okay, here's a blue potion. Alright, gets him down finally, grabs his crystal. And now he is going to be on the same search that Makinx is on, looking for that ether tablet. Hopefully he checks the King's Tomb soon so he can grab his Cane of Samaria. But other than that, he might have a chance to catch up here. That's a very convenient ice rod location. I'm sure Makinx is going to be happy about that. Should he need to finish this off, he now can, so no problem. Okay, we're getting a bombos check first from Monoci.
Oh man, I'm getting pretty like it's got to be in Turtle Rock. It's either in Turtle Rock or Swamp. And Monoci hasn't fluted yet. So he doesn't have that cane. Is he gonna do the Swamp Palace play?
It could be an interesting gamble. I mean, it's more or less 50-50 on where it could be. If he does check, oh yeah, looks like it's a swamp play here. Oh, I like this.
Now where Samaria is different story. But certainly a lot. If he goes there before going to Turtle Rock, then that's a good thing for him.
Well, I mean, he can't go to Turtle Rock before he goes to.
Oh yeah, I guess I mean
so...
Meyer. Then yeah, he can't. He could go to Meyer first, hoping that it's there. If Ether is in the swamp, that would be an unfortunate. Another double tip. Boy.
Yeah, with the way it's been going from Monoci, that could definitely happen. Let's hope the best for him. But I definitely like this from a viewer's perspective here. Both of our guys being in different pendant dungeons.
And both dungeons having 6 items related to them. If you count the Mirror Cave for Turtle Rock, which you should.
Yeah, true. And speaking of, just a blue rupee.
Hey, moments of truth coming. They're heading to the back halves of their respective dungeons. I guess it's a little weird for Swamp being so oddly tall and long. Too many chests here. Too many paths.
Yeah, there's a lot to check. So
He's
far,
nope. He's gonna do the faster way of doing this. Now, hopefully, it doesn't flood. He just hits this and walks away. He does.
yeah, very good. Alright, here's the laser bridge. No safety items. Oh wait, he does have the cane of burn if he so chooses.
You need that ether. Laser bridge. Oh!
Oh,
Hey,
we need to be careful here.
Save.
I'm gonna take the safety exit. Good choice.
That ice rod in Turtle Rock is really trolly. It's like, man, do I have to actually kill Trinets to seed?
Yeah, but I mean, at least you get it in here and don't have to double dip into Turtle Rock if it really is on Trinets.
It's just a... Well, no, it should be on Trinets.
Alright, he's definitely gonna finish this up.
He's hoping to get those fairies, I guess. Nope.
Oh, what? He's not killing Trinix, okay.
Nope. I think he is.
He must have counted items, right?
No, he might be just thinking about that. There's a fairy cave here. Nope, he's just flew away.
Okay. Oh, compass and Trinix.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then he is done.
Oh, and look, Monoci found ether and swamp on the
Huh?
left side too.
That is not go mode for Mackin. Sorry, Monoci. But if Mac never makes his way back, which he's kind of out of options now.
Looks like he's first making his way up to Spike Cave, and then, yeah, I think then he might dive into Swamp.
Makinx is probably going to the... What? Did he forget that he had to be in Dark World? Yeah, based on that spin, he's a little tilted. Which is weird, because I think he's had a pretty good route so far.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty well, but I guess when you're racing and it goes well for you, you always think, oh well, I guess it's been just going as well for my opponent, if not better, so I better hurry up.
And there is a lot of stress in this round. If they, like we said, if they don't win this, they have to win. They have to get top 6 out of 32 people. So that's a rough thing to ask. In the equivalent in a standard or open day weekly is rough.
We see red mail here from Monoci. Gonna full clear Swamp Palace, obviously, because he still doesn't know where the cane is. Oh, and there's tempered for him, so we now know where all 4 swords are.
So Makin is not gonna get golden, but Monoci might not either. It depends on what overworld he checks.
I think Makin... Well, no, I guess he'll leave as soon as he finds ether.
Yeah. Now he might do... No, there's no reason to do any gambling. You just check every chest the first time.
Yeah, you just go through. Well, he might decide to kill Argus first. If he decides to do the back route first, he's definitely getting butter.
Where is Kane? Kane is on Graveyard Ledge, or was it Kin's Tomb?
It wasn't King's Tomb, yeah.
Can't even flute to it very easily, which might bias his decision. Because you have to save and quit.
Yeah, I think if he saves and quits and starts at Sanctuary and checks all that stuff, or he might just...
It's a useful shield. Not the correct red item, but...
Yeah, at least it's red. Matching his outfit now. Also gets a red pendant.
Then he'll dive into Mire first. That would be a mistake, I think.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. Let's see what he decides to do.
Where is he headed? Where are you headed, man?
I guess he's checking this mirror spot.
Yeah. Probably gonna go to town, bring the Jeremiah home.
Yeah.
Because Jeremiah was a bullfrog, don't you know?
He sure was. Another red item that he doesn't want. Well, Makinx making his way into Swamp Palace.
Oh, he is doing the Mire play.
Oh no, another double dip coming up here from Monoci. I think this is double dip number 4 or 5, maybe? This could have been his chance to catch up.
Yeah, he would have been ahead if he... Yeah, he would have pulled ahead there. The Ron gamble. I wouldn't say that's game yet, but it's pretty darn close.
Yeah, he's gonna full clear all of Mire here, and I mean, depending on where the big key is, Makinx might have to full clear it too.
Yeah, and it also depends on where, I mean, go mode out, like, the double dip's not too bad, like, checking for all the items and go mode for this dungeon is usually about the same. There's the occasional time that you get, like, right here you get big key, and then if you're Andy, you just hover over the bridge.
But and oh my goodness, if you
Oh,
could
man.
hover, you could go straight to the boss with Kane.
This is
Jeez.
still the Dream Mire, the God
Yeah.
Mire.
This is the Godmire. You grab your key right here. You
Now if you
grab the
go-
other key that's probably right here. Yeah, this is the Godmire. This is the fastest
Mire possible.
Yeah, this, oh man, this is gonna be hard to make up for Monoci. Makinx just about to pick up his ether here on the left side of Swamp.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a straight up Godmire. Big key in one of the first two chests, key in the other small chest.
Yeah, that's gonna be, you'll see the difference here in a couple minutes once Makinx makes his way into Mire in Go mode.
And there it
there's Ether.
is. We are in go mode for Makinx.
Yep, official Go mode. Immediately mirrors back. And Fluto to 6. And off we go into Go mode Mire. And, you know, at this point I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes up Mire quicker than Monoci does. I mean, obviously Monoci can't finish it right now because he doesn't have the cane, but he might still be in here when Makinx is already done with it. Oh, nope. Monoci finds all the items, so off he goes. Alright, I think Monoci is on a good route here, though. He's probably gonna check Graveyard Ledge and then King's Tomb from here, hopefully. If he does Blacksmith and the chest, then oh man. Alright, he's going up, very good. Is he checking Bumper Cave, I guess, on the way because he just got the cape? Yeah. And there, Makinx realizes I am in Godmire.
Yeah. It's not Godmire until you get that other small key, but man, it's pretty much always. I think there's always a small key in the first two chests. So, I believe he needs another small key, doesn't he?
Let me think.
Or not?
Well, he needs the Cane of Samaria in the first room. The second room is... that's not a locked door, right?
Isn't it?
I think it isn't.
Oh, just need the one small key then. The seed's not fun. Oh, no, it's a perfectly average seed, actually. It had a lot of troll possibilities that we kept hyping up, but it's not too bad. Monoci's about to find his Cane of Samaria, and he won't be too far behind, actually. Not having to do any of Turtle Rock is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that really saves him some time. This might actually still be a race. I mean, it could come down to Ganon's Tower gambles, or
yeah, he's not too far behind. He has the bit key. He can just walk straight to the boss.
Yeah, he just needs to flute over, get in there, and walk straight to the boss. He'll be maybe a minute or two behind, I guess.
Yeah, that's not insurmountable. That's a left side, right side gamble sometimes. If Makinx does like Dark Magician route and it's in the rando room and Monoci goes all left, then we got a race, boys.
Yeah, it could still happen.
Both runners have silvers and tempered, so equipment-wise they are even. So it is. There's no time to be gained there. That almost looked like a hood shot, but I know we got that. The Force Sword, for each. One was in the Hammer Cave, and the other was in Swamp Palace, outside the boss room.
Yep.
I don't know where Monoci's going. Oh, he does have 2 keys, so he's just gonna go here.
Alright guys, so we have one of our runners going up to Ganon's tower. I'm gonna start up a little guessing game for you sweet
Alright.
people here.
Yeah, and if you've donated 250 bits, or you're currently subbed to the channel, the bot will shout you out.
Yes, and you can also get on a permanent leaderboard if you guess right or are the closest supporter. So make sure to get your guesses in, make sure to subscribe, and there we go. Thanks
Very
to
much
crew.
for the. Thank you very much for the sub with your Twitch Prime. Hey, wow, all the subs with the Twitch Prime. Using those Twitch Prime tokens. I don't know how it works. I would have to ask Feasel if it's
It's a
based
cross
on-
network. You
oh,
have
it's cross
to,
network. You only need sub to one of them.
Yeah, you need to be sub to one of the speed
Nice.
gaming channels or have donated to. I think the bit donation might be channel specific. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Feel like it might have to be just the way that bits work.
Yeah, that's my guess at least. That's why I said that. So I'm sure Feasel will correct us if we're wrong, but
But
here we go.
Sweet. We are in it, and it will stop the oh. Feasel jumps in to think. Hey, Feasel. You could answer if the bits then is cross channel or not.
Alright, it's across all
sweet, it
channels.
is.
Very nice.
Wonderful. So you only need to do it once. You can pick your favorite color of GG flag.
Alright, and here we are in Ganon's tower. Let's see what we get.
That's 1 and 2.
On 2,
And we're going
getting-
right side.
Yep, finds a small key, decides to go right side first. Meanwhile, Monoci making his way back up to Death Mountain, also gonna be going to Ganon's tower.
Now, if anybody wonders, well, man, it's about 50-50 if people go right side or not. Does that really make it a gamble? And the question is, well, not really anymore, but there was a time in V18, the last tournament, the key distribution was not like 1 out of 22. The bit key was placed, I think, almost last. So keys usually ended up on the right side, just the way that right side is laid out. So there was actually a higher chance of left side to have the bit key. That is long gone from being true, though.
Alright, number 6 open, nothing so far. Gonna grab that small key, mirror back out, and then go to the left side. Oh, and Monoci gets trolled by the squirrels here, can't get over to the Turtle Rock Warp. There we go.
7 is just some bombs on the torch. And
Yeah.
we made it to see Bob today, friends.
Bob lives.
Monoci is still in this. Unless he jumped there, that would be a little bit of a silly time loss.
Number 8.
Number 9. Oof. Number 10 is just a piece of heart. And same with number 12.
That's number 11, right?
Number 11, friends. I can't count past 10.
Alright, here goes 12.
Not
10,
in 12. Just 10. I mean, that's kind of nice to find sometimes. Sometimes you enter this place and you're just like, oh, I have no arrows. And you need like a few to get through here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's nice to find that.
Alright, now Monoci making his way into Ganon's tower, also finds a small key here and decides to do the same right side play.
Okay, well, won't gain time on gambles or different routing.
So number 13 coming up now. Another small key.
Could be in Rando Room.
Yep, it sure could.
If Turtle Rot's portal is already open, then going through Light World is about 1 or 2 seconds faster. I believe that was timed out by like either Andy or somebody. And there's all those chests gone.
We're on number 17 now, I think.
Yeah. We only have
So,
5 chests remaining.
if Monoci decides to go all the way right, this might be pretty close.
If he goes to Ice Armos from here.
Oh,
Nope.
he mirrors back. Alright, so we're getting exactly the same routes from both of our runners here. Here comes Bob's chest with number 18. And there it is.
Number 18. Well then. And there it goes. Congratulations, sir.
Alright, so Monoci will have to make up the about 2.5 minutes, I think, that he is currently behind in Ganon's Tower execution, and then also Aga 2 and the Ganon fight itself, obviously. Not insurmountable. A lot of things could still happen. Keep in mind, he also does have red mail over the blue mail. It's not a huge deal, but it might make a difference, depending on how many Ganon hugs they get.
Well, Theronis, there's about like 4 different routes through GT. I'm saying that people do the same route. It's not true. Also, yeah, making quick work of the gauntlet. Or get into the gauntlet. Those mimic rooms are like some of the hardest rooms in the game.
Yeah, and all these conveyor belts here and the B-modes, they're really annoying. It's just, they can really troll you if they want to.
Lots of RNG. Especially in that room with the 3 blue guys. Those guys love to just jump to the top of the room as you try to catch them at the bottom.
Yeah, and with the B-modes in the way, it's just a pain. Alright, land mode 2 fight. So far looking good, and a wonderful 0 cycle, basically. Couldn't even really get out of the ground, these guys.
So Monoci is about the gauntlet behind right now.
Yeah, around that. He's gonna be grabbing his big key here very soon.
Now with these runners in this tournament, being behind in Yan's Tower, I would be very curious as to what the percentage of runners that get to GT first win. Or get the bid key first win. That would be an interesting statistic.
Yeah, usually you feel like the runner who's ahead in Ganon's Tower will also win the race, but I mean, a lot of things can happen.
It doesn't take a miracle to gain time in GT. It's very execution based, and there's runners routinely lose seconds to like in each room. And look at this troll dorm.
Decides to just spin him out. Worked out for him.
Yeah, it didn't get launched. There was a little bit of the worst thing that could happen there is if he got bounced while he was spinning and then despawned the tower. But the way that Moldorm was moving, that wouldn't have happened. That was a very interesting moment. So the bouncing.
Yeah, definitely not something you see every day. Alright, here's the Aga 2 fight. Oh man.
That was a
Having a rough
possible
start.
triple, I think.
Oh,
Wow,
the blue ball
0-0.
right away.
And people are like, oh, it's all over. I mean, if you have trouble with adding them, that could lose you a lot of time.
Alright, so far 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits,
Ooh,
5
that
hits.
was a good triple. There you go.
And there we go. Made up for it at the end. I know she's sadly missing the 1 cycle on the Landmo fight. Oh, having a little trouble
Definitely
there.
not all over. Although doing silver strats on Land Mollis is a little difficult.
Here we go. Alright, Makinx dropping in here at about 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 47 seconds. Let's see what Ganon has for him. Ah, that's a perfect position. Oh, doesn't get the 1 cycle though on this phase. Oh, I need to be careful.
Oh, he does not have a fairy!
Oh!
He does not have a fairy!
Oh no.
It's all
That-
over, guys.
That is
Chatter,
exactly
by
what
the
we were
way.
saying.
Nerves are thin. Don't stand so close to him, man. It hurts. Oh, and he doesn't get the 1 cycle. Gets speared. Blue mail's good, but it's not it's not perfect.
No, no.
Oh no!
Alright, going for the cane
Yes, no
strats.
safety.
Just make it safe, yeah.
It
Don't
is
die again.
slow though. Oh man, is that slow?
Oh, the lag is real, guys. There we go, getting through the dangerous
Okay.
phases.
You say that, but he 1 fire shot and he's down.
It's very true, he could die very, very easily.
He's half a second too late to hit again, and suddenly there's firebirds all over the room.
Alright, let's see how Monoci does on his Aga.
Gets too early. He got 2 on the one I said could be a triple. This one's got blue ball in it, so it's a bit harder.
Oh, gets a 0.
This is the triple that you can get. There it is.
Very nice, 1 more.
Oh, and missing that shot. No. Oh, okay. I think he got this.
Alright, he got it. Phew.
Oh,
He
so
made it a
close.
lot closer than he needed to at the end there. Jeez.
Oh, and that was with Monoci just double tipping every dungeon imaginable. And he's only a boss fight behind.
Yeah, it's crazy how close Monoci still is considering how many double dips he had to do.
Hello, friend. Congratulations on officially making it into the group stage of the tournament.
Thank you, thank you. Wow.
No need to try your luck at a 32-person race anymore.
Yeah, that's great.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
GG.
weight
That's awesome.
off your shoulders for the next week.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't think I was going to win this one actually because of the T-Rock gamble, but
Mhm.
probably Monoci did the same, I suppose.
No, Monoci just double dipped every dungeon. Just his routing did not work out this race.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think in total he had to do 5 double dips.
He's also seems very frustrated. He has a fairy, so I think he just killed himself to Ganon on purpose.
Oh, he's at Ganon now. All right.
Yeah, he's not too far behind.
I
He
have
double
no
moved
idea.
about 5 dungeons.
That's
think.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my routing worked out decent, except for the T-Rock, of course. It was just nothing in there. Wasted 10 minutes.
Oh, whoa, where are you going?
Oh,
Whoa! That, he surfed on that edge after getting hit by that fire. Yeah, we got really worried when you're at like 1 shot away from dying. Spooked
Yeah,
us. He gets the triple!
was a-
Holy crap!
That was a bad fight for me. The first one, second one too.
Whew. Monoci, I think, was letting Ganon kind of hit him there. He kind of just stood in the fire at one point, so I don't think he meant to surf on the edge there. But yeah, oh. So how did you feel about the seed otherwise?
It was an okay seed, I guess. I mean, the lamp was pretty well hidden behind the pendant dungeon, basically.
Yeah?
yeah, that was pretty trolly, I guess.
Yeah, I figured I got the early book, so it gotta lead somewhere. So I just dipped into the desert. Desert was basically empty, but it was green pendant, and that had the lamp. So my routing could have been a little better, I suppose, but it worked out okay.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything really glaring standing out where you lost a ton of time, except, as you said, Turtle Rock not really needed, I guess.
I sequence broke Eastern Palace, and that was really unnecessary, I guess. If I had just got the lamp and did pot Eastern combo, would have been a lot faster.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
And I sequence broke Death Mountain, got the flute out of there, so that was okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And I mean, it was basically, at that point, it wasn't really even a sequence break anymore, since you...
Yeah,
since-
I got the lamp soon after, and then it wasn't a sequence break anymore.
Yeah, you already had the green pendant in your inventory, basically, so...
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Would have been better, I suppose, if I did pot and Eastern first and went up Death Mountain after. Would have been more optimal. But yeah, that's hindsight.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, you always know what you could have done better, that's true. But
Yeah.
I think it was still very well played from you, and considering what the seed threw at you with everything, you finished it out nicely.
Except for the final fight. It was okay.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know what the hell I was doing there, but I don't know.
It happens. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes Ganon just has it out for you.
I completely miscounted the amount of hits, and then I got a little flustered.
Yeah, understandable. Especially in a race setting, you're always a little nervous and you're always waiting for that dot done from your opponent.
I felt like I was going to get sniped after that death, definitely.
Alright, let me get Monoci in here. He is in the waiting room. Hey Monoci, GG.
GG, good game, man.
Hey, thanks.
How are you feeling about the seed, Monoci?
It's alright. I just failed at the bump jump on Ice Palace. I have to redo the whole thing. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. You didn't have the cane yet, and you basically got stuck in there. You also had to do a lot of double dipping this seed. I felt like.
Yeah, I double dipped Desert Palace plus Eastern Palace. And Ice Palace too as well. It's not that bad. It's just that the YOLO play didn't work out.
Yeah, true. You spared yourself a Turtle Rock visit, at least with the way you routed it out at the end. Which Makinx did almost all the way through, and then counted that I think Trinix must have had the compass, right?
Yeah, Trinix had a compass or map. I'm not sure which, but I mirrored out after that.
Oh wait, what did he miss? That's
I was looking for Ether, and I figured it might be in T-Rock, so I went in there.
Yeah, he found the cane before you did, so he had T-Rock available and decided to go there while you decided to look for it in Meyer.
Yeah, I was also a little worried that I didn't check Lumberjack all right, and that it wasn't Bombos. Starting to get a little worried when I didn't find Ether anywhere.
Oh yeah, that one. That was what got me the whole game. Am I gonna do Aga 1 or not?
Yeah. So when that done didn't come in, I figured you might have done the same thing, T-Rock, or maybe skip left side swamp. I don't know.
No, I skipped King Tombs and then I failed the bomb jump in Ice Palace, so I gotta
Yeah.
dodge out. That's wasted most of the time, really.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, and the way the routing worked out for both of you, you could have both had Butter Sword, but Makinx, you would have had to go further into Swamp. It was in that last chest in the waterfall room. That's where your last sword upgrade would have been. And Monoci, yours would have been in the Hammerpack Cave, I believe. That had one.
Yeah, that was tempered for me.
Yeah, if I didn't get the cape, I would have done the Smith combo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that cave up there at least led you to the King's Tomb over there, and the rod, or the cane rather. So that worked out nicely at the end there. Didn't waste too much time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so congrats again on Makinx for making it through to the next round, and best of luck from me to Monoci in that huge tiebreaker race that you've got coming up.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Oh, you're gonna see like 30 forfeits after the 6th person's done.
Oh, I think everybody's just gonna throw their controllers.
That's
like suddenly there's a lot less SNES controllers in the world.
But there's gonna be a couple of hard hitters in that one.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the schedule, I mean, you can see, like, I mean, Pika Pal's already confirmed to be in there. Somebody who's very good. It's now 3-3. Jay Coper, Andy could be there. Ninjembro could be there. Cranston, Hittite, Yawgmoth.
Christo's Own can be in there.
Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that one.
It's amazing, yeah.
Ruble, Super Nintailor if they win. There are some people who are 2-3 who are going to be rough to play against, like Giselle Craft if she wins. Jay Coper, Killer App, like Swerb.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Like the people who are 2-3 are almost scarier than the people who are 3-2. So,
yeah, definitely. So best of luck to you, Monoci. Next Saturday.
Thanks. Good luck to you on your next round too.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm signing off. Thank you for commentating.
It was
a pleasure.
Well.
Yeah, Sam. Thanks, guys, for commentating as well.
Yeah, thank you guys for racing. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys.
Exactly.
I had fun. It was good. It was good.
Oh, don't forget, if you did enjoy what you saw with these runners, feel free to follow them. That's the easiest way to do it. Don't forget to follow my friend and partner, Herfy Durfy. You can also make sure that you follow Speed Gaming, then 2 through 4. And if you want to see the secondary tournament, which is in the tiebreaker week, which are the very important matches, then Randomizer Mania is where you want to go for those. 1 through 4 for that channel as well. And our tracker today was Dude. And obviously Feasel was our restreamer, but these channels are his, so you're already here supporting him.
Yep, exactly. Thanks to everyone involved. Of course, thanks to you, Zonas, for commentating with me. Throw that guy a follow.
Thank you. It was good to throw this together last minute. And we'll see you guys later. I don't even know if there's another match. There's some on Randomizer Mania, but let's see the schedule. Real quick to tell you guys where you want to be.
There is another one.
Oh? Is there? No, there's no more main tournament
Oh
matches.
no, there isn't. You're right.
Yeah, I keep seeing. Are you getting thrown off by that 7 a.m. maximum Barnage match? And you think that's the next one? I keep having that happen to me.
No, I was thrown off by the Korek match. That's at 8 p.m. I thought that was today, 8 p.m.
Oh,
but
wow.
it's tomorrow.
Late match tomorrow. Then there is. All that's left is. Wow, there isn't actually that anything for the other tournament. Looks like that's the next one for the other tournament is going to be Wednesday, November 7th. I know that there's supposed to be one on Tuesday as well, but that one hasn't been locked down. So, yeah, tonight's you're done. You should go watch the final match. It is currently on Randomizer Mania 2. So you can go see the end of that match. Have a wonderful day, folks.
Yep, have a good night. Bye bye.